Hi, Emily here from Currentbody. The Pulsaderm Buddy is a new device to us, and not only is it really nifty, fitting into your little makeup case or your travel bag, but also it's very different to some of the other facial cleansing devices on the market because it has a huge variety of interchangeable brush heads. So let me talk to you about them. The two that it comes with when you buy it are this one, which is the normal, and this one, which is the sensitive, and I would recommend starting with the sensitive while your skin becomes accustomed to the new routine, and then move up to the normal if and when you're ready for it. So the sensitive one has got slightly more bristles and they're slightly longer, so that they move from side to side more gently. And this one has got a ring of black bristles in the middle, which are just slightly rougher and that bit tougher on that normal skin that can take a bit more roughness. So those are your two facial brushes that you get to start with. They're really easy to interchange. You just pull them straight off. You don't twist. Just pull them off and you've got two hexagons that interlock into each other to put them back together. Dead simple. So then moving on, you've got the super sensitive brush head, and that's this one here. So this has got very long, very soft bristles, and they're very fine and really gentle. It's incredibly soft. And I would suggest that for those of you who've got sort of sensitive to normal skin, that this would be too gentle. This really is for those of you who suffer from real sensitivity. This is so soft, it will be great for that. And there's another option for those of you with sensitive skin, and that is the silicone brush head. This has lots of teeny tiny little silicone touch points, and lots of people out there really like silicone because it doesn't harbour any bacteria in the same way that nylon does. You may have come across the Foreo Luna, which you can click here to learn more about, and that uses silicone touch points as well, and has been particularly popular with our customers who have that more sensitive skin. So that's a great option for those of you with sensitive skin. Then you've also got the body brush. So you can see that this is that much bigger than the face ones, so you can cover a larger surface area. It's got much shorter bristles, so it gets in sort of deeper into those pores that are on the body. And also, the thing I really like it for is for using before you apply a fake tan. So any of those areas that we all know where the problems are that give you away when the fake tan's been done badly, around the elbows, around the knees, that kind of thing, give them a good going over with an exfoliating scrub and the body brush of the Pulsaderm Buddy applied, and you'll really work into those crevices and get rid of those dry patches so that your fake tan goes on beautifully. So that's your body brush. Now it gets a bit more complicated and a bit more interesting. You have then got the Microderm Sponge. So you may have heard of microdermabrasion. My video on PMD and Reviva here will give you some more information about that. But this is designed to be a gentle sponge that works across the top layer of the skin and removes any dead skin cells. It's quite soft and quite gentle, but it's been designed specifically for the removal of the dead skin cells. So it vibrates with the sonic pulsations that the device creates, and it really gets rid of those any sort of dead skin cells you've got. And as they go, you're then going to get a smoother surface, and then your makeup's going to stay on better and on for longer. So that's little Microderm one. And one that feels very similar but does a different job entirely is this one. This is really interesting. This is the makeup applicating sponge. So when you're applying your foundation, you can pop it on to here. You can use it wet or dry, whichever you prefer, and that's really all about the finish you like. If you use it wet, you'll get a more dewy complexion. So that's the makeup sponge. So you turn that on to put that onto the device. I recommend level 1 rather than level 2, just in case you get splashes. Turn it on, and then you apply your foundation on in circles. Now, for any of you out there who currently apply your foundation with your fingers, you won't believe the difference in the finish using this sponge. It's really, really good. And I am a bit of a buffing-aholic. I like to buff my foundation on. So I use a makeup sponge first, and I used this morning instead of my usual sponge. And then what I do afterwards is I then buff it in with a large buffing brush. I use the one by Real Techniques. So I buff the foundation in, and I found that makes it stay longer and also gives a great finish. But actually, having used this, I really didn't need to buff that much. So it's kind of a 2-in-1. It's a makeup sponge and also a buffing brush at the same time. And you'll be amazed at the finish you get from your foundation using this. So then, how many more have I got? Right, the last two for you, which I think are great, especially at this time of year as we're starting to reveal our feet. 2 little pumice stones. So you've got a flat one, which is really good for working around the balls of the feet, And then you've got a sort of raised one, and that's great for working around the ankles. Those bits that we're now suddenly starting to show with our summer sandals and our wedges. You don't want that dry skin at the back there, do you? So this is fantastic for that. And again, the sonic vibrations make it work that much harder. So instead of you having to slough away at the dead skin cells, the Buddy's taking all of the work out of it for you, and really working hard to make sure that your feet are looking fabulous. So those are all the different brush heads you can buy. They come in twin packs, and of course you can purchase them all from us here at Current Body. Do let us know which your favourite one is. Maybe you want to buy them all. But it is a really nifty little device because of how interchangeable it is. You can really use it to do so many different things that I just think it's a really great investment tool.